Listen to me now, my child. This is not just a video. This is a divine interruption. You didn't stumble here by accident. I have summoned you into this moment because what I am about to say will not just comfort you. It will reposition your spirit, redirect your steps, and seal the very pages of the chapter you are stepping into. I am the author of your story, and I am not done writing. You've been asking me what's next. You've been wondering if you've missed something, if you've fallen too far behind, if I've gone silent. But I tell you now, the next chapter is already sealed. Not by your strength, not by your striving, but by my hand, my word, my blood. And what I seal, no force in heaven or on earth can undo. This message is not casual, it is sacred. Every second of this word hath been saturated in eternity for you. Miss a line, and you may miss a key I'm trying to place in your hand. Turn away too soon, and you may miss the very sentence that could unlock your breakthrough. So listen, not with your ears alone, but with your spirit wide open. I am speaking through every breath, every pause, every line, and I am speaking to you. If you've ever needed confirmation, if you've ever cried out in secret asking me for a sign that I still see you, this is it. Do not scroll past this moment. Do not rush through what I have appointed for your freedom. Heaven has leaned low to meet you here, and I am ready to speak destiny over your life with fire that cannot be quenched. Watch this message until the very end, for the final word may be the one that breaks the chains you've carried for years. The next chapter of your life has already been declared in heaven, and now I want you to hear it with clarity, authority, and power. Come closer. Listen carefully. Your destiny is waiting to be revealed, and I am the one revealing it. My child, pause for a moment. Breathe deeply. Let the stillness surround you, for I am here. I am closer than your breath, more constant than the rising sun. Listen now, not with your ears, but with your spirit, for I am speaking directly to you. I am the author of all life, and your story is written, not with ink, but with fire from my throne. Before you drew your first breath, I saw you. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I whispered your name in the halls of eternity and wrapped your destiny in my sovereign love. You are not wandering through chaos, and you are not the product of coincidence. You are the living sentence in a divine story, a sacred narrative that I, your creator, have composed line by line, day by day, moment by moment. I did not overlook a single detail. Every joy, every wound, every sigh in the night, I have gathered them like pearls, stringing them into a thread that binds you to your future. Do not be deceived by the confusion of today. What seems uncertain to you is already fulfilled in my eternal sight. I have declared the end from the beginning. I see the final chapter while you are still living page by page. So trust me, even when the scene feels dark, even when the plot twists in ways you didn't expect. I am the keeper of your timeline. I hold time itself in my hands, and I am never late. I know where you've come from, and I know exactly where you are going. Your future is not up for grabs. It is anchored in my will, sealed by my spirit, and covered by my blood. So I say to you now, release your grip on control. Surrender your anxiety at my feet. You do not need to understand every step to move forward. You only need to trust the one who walks before you. Let me lead. Let me carry. Let me write. You do not need to edit what I have already authored with perfect precision. Stop trying to rewrite what I've made holy. Stop questioning the worth of your chapter because it's not unfolding the way you imagined. My child, some of the most powerful stories are born through pain. And what feels like a pause is not the end. It is a divine comma in the masterpiece I am weaving through your life. What I seal, no hand can unseal. When I decree something over you, it is not a suggestion. It is a promise. My word does not tremble. It does not bend under pressure. It stands eternal, unshaken by time or tide. The storms may rage around you, but my decree over your life is louder still. I have called you mine. I have called you chosen. I have called you destined. So walk like it. Speak like it. Live like it. Refuse to let fear dictate your decisions. Refuse to let past mistakes write your next line. Refuse to believe the lie that you are lost. You are not lost, you are led. You are not forgotten, you are favored. Let this truth settle in you. I am not just watching your story, I am in it. I am the breath between your words. I am the wind beneath your rising. I am the ink that never fades. And I am writing still. Even now, as you listen, I am authoring something new within you. Can you sense it? A turning of the page. A shift in the atmosphere. What was once held in silence is about to be spoken aloud. What was hidden in shadows is coming into the light. The next chapter is not just a continuation. It is a revelation. So stand tall, my beloved. Lift your eyes from the ground. The past has had its page. The future awaits your faith. I will not fail you. I have not brought you this far to leave you stranded in suspense. The author is not confused. The pen has not slipped. The hand that holds your life is steady and sure. And hear me now, I am not done writing. There is glory ahead. There is breakthrough ahead. There is beauty beyond what you can imagine. Keep walking. Keep believing. The next chapter is sealed. And it is good. My child, I see the trembling in your spirit. I know how your thoughts race in the quiet, how the shadows of uncertainty curl around your chest and try to suffocate your peace. But listen to me now. Do not fear what you cannot see. You are not walking into emptiness. You are stepping into a place I have already prepared. Before the road appeared, I paved it. Before the storm could gather, I silenced it. Before the enemy could plot, I had already drawn your boundaries with fire. You are not behind, you are not lost, and you are not alone. You are guided by my hand, by my word, by my spirit that never sleeps. Lift your head, precious one. Look past the fog of your doubt. The unknown is only unknown to you, not to me. I dwell in both mystery and clarity. I hold time and eternity like rivers that flow from my throne. You are walking into a space where my promises echo louder than fear. Trust me. I have already fought battles in the silence, moved pieces in the unseen, and aligned events on your behalf. You need not know the details to step in faith, because I am the detail. I am the strategy. I am the God who parts seas, who brings manna in the wilderness, who sends fire by night and cloud by day. So come, take the next step. Even if your knees shake, even if your heart stutters, move forward. The unknown is not your enemy. It is a holy invitation. I am waiting for you there, my arms stretched wide in welcome. Let not your heart be troubled. I am your strong tower. Run into me. Feel my arms surround you, shield you, lift you. You are not entering danger. You are entering destiny. The doors I am opening cannot be shut. The path I have carved cannot be erased. You may not see the entire staircase, but step anyway. I am the foundation beneath every stone. Do not consult your fears to make your decisions. Do not allow anxiety to write your future. I am speaking peace into your storm right now. Hear me. I am not only the God of what you know, I am the God of what you don't. And there is glory hidden in what you cannot yet see. Faith is your invitation to discover it. So choose faith, not fear. Choose to believe I have not brought you this far to leave you. I go before you. I walk beside you. I guard behind you. Your steps are secure because I have already walked them. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Release the questions that have no answers yet. They will come in time. But for now, rest in this. I am watching over your next breath with the same care I gave your first. The next chapter is not a gamble. It is a guarantee. I will meet you there. I will lead you through it. And I will turn every uncertain step into a testimony of trust. So be still. Be brave. Be expectant. The unknown is holy ground when I am with you. Walk forward, my child. I am already there. Before time began, I looked across eternity and chose you. I didn't choose you out of pity or accident. I chose you with intention, with purpose, with joy. You were not born into this moment by coincidence. You were appointed. You were anointed. You were fashioned for such a time as this. Do not shrink back. Do not second-guess your place. I placed you in this generation, in this exact hour, because the world needs what I planted inside you. Your voice, your faith, your resilience, it is not random. It is divine. You may feel unworthy. You may feel underprepared. But I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. And I have called you. Every battle you faced, every tear you've shed, every prayer you whispered into the darkness, it has all led here. I have used every trial to build strength in you. I have used every heartbreak to deepen your compassion. You are not weak. You are refined. You are not behind. You are being positioned. And now the time has come. Rise, my child. Heaven is backing you. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out. The gifts I've given you are not for hiding. They are for impact. I have placed fire in your bones, a divine boldness that cannot be quenched. Let it rise. Let it speak. Let it love. Let it lead. I have assigned angels to go before you, to open doors that no man can close. And when you walk through those doors, you will carry the atmosphere of heaven with you. You are not entering alone. You are entering backed by glory. You say, why me? And I say, because I see what you carry. You carry hope where others have none. You carry truth in a world addicted to lies. You carry my spirit, my word, my heart. I have placed within you everything you need. You lack nothing. My grace is your portion, and it is sufficient for every task I place before you. So rise with confidence. This is not the time to hesitate. It is the time to step in. Obedience is your weapon. Surrender is your strength. And faith is your fire. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is uniquely yours, and your timeline is sacred. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time according to my divine calendar. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I do not make mistakes. And I certainly didn't start with you. Stand tall, my beloved. The world needs your light. I have called you for this. I have equipped you for this. And I am with you in this. You were chosen, handpicked from eternity. Step into your assignment. Step into your moment. The heavens are watching. Earth is waiting. And I, your Father, am cheering you on. My precious child, look at me. Let your heart return to my gaze, and let me speak to the ache that lingers in your soul. I know the weight you've been carrying, the shame, the regret, the endless what-ifs. I've seen how you rehearse your failures in the quiet, how you let old wounds write new fears. But I say to you now, with all the authority of heaven, the past no longer holds you. The chains have been shattered. The door is open. Walk out. What was once your burden has now become your testimony. The sins you confessed are no longer written against you. I have cast them into the depths of my forgetfulness. My Son paid for every tear, every stumble, every silent cry. You are covered, completely, eternally, lovingly. The blood of the Lamb is not weak. It does not fade. It cries out louder than your shame, declaring forgiven, free, redeemed. So stop dragging your old pain into your new promise. What I have cleansed, let no man, including you, call unclean. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are mine. You are new. You are washed. And I want you to live like it. Lift your head. Stand in the light. Shame has no voice in my presence. Condemnation must bow before my mercy. Do not carry what I have already buried. Do not rehearse what I have already redeemed. The grave clothes do not fit you anymore. Take them off and put on garments of praise. Learn from the past, yes, but do not live in it. Let it become your altar, not your prison. My mercy is not just a moment. It is a river that flows every morning, waiting to wash over you again and again. Let it flood your heart. Let it soak into every corner of your soul. I am not measuring your worth by what you've done. I am declaring it by what I have done. And I say you are worthy. I say you are whole. I say you are ready. So forgive yourself. Forgive others. Release the bitterness, the resentment, the guilt. There is no room for it in the life I'm building within you. I am doing a new thing, and the old cannot come with you. This is your moment to let go, to release every memory that accuses you, every word that wounded you, every fear that held you back. You are not that broken person anymore. You are healed. You are chosen. You are free. Walk now in the light of your redemption. Speak as one who hath been set free. Move with the authority of one who has nothing to prove and nothing to fear. I am not holding your past against you, so why should you? Step forward. The future is wide open. The page is clean. And I, your God, am writing something new. You are not what they said about you. You are not the names the world gave you in its blindness. You are not the result of their rejection, their abandonment, their misunderstanding. Let that truth sink deep, for I am the one who defines you, not their opinions, not your past, not even your own doubts. I, the Lord your God, call you mine, and my voice is the final word. You have spent years searching for worth in temporary places, trying to be enough, trying to belong, trying to make yourself acceptable. But hear me now. You were never meant to create your identity. You were meant to receive it, and I have given it freely. I have called you fearfully and wonderfully made. You bear my image. You were crafted by my hands, and I make no mistakes. Every feature, every ability, every quirk that others mocked, I wove it into you on purpose. Come out of agreement with every label that does not originate from my throne. You are not forgotten. You are remembered by the Eternal. You are not unworthy. You are treasured by the King of Kings. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being restored, shaped, empowered by my Spirit. I call you beloved. I call you redeemed. I call you victorious. Your name is written in my book not in pencil but in permanent blood. The enemy may try to accuse you, but his voice has no authority where my word has spoken. And I have spoken over you, justified, sanctified, chosen. Do not allow your past to serve as your mirror. Do not define yourself by what you survived or where you stumbled. Look at me. Fix your gaze on who I say you are. In my eyes, you are radiant. You are holy. You are a royal priesthood, set apart for glory. And the more you listen to my voice, the more you will remember what your spirit has always known, that you are not of this world. You belong to me. Strip off the counterfeit identities the world tried to clothe you in. You are not a failure. You are not unwanted. You are not invisible. You are the light of the world because I dwell within you. You are salt in the earth because my word is alive in you. Rise in the fullness of your true name, child of the Most High, carrier of my presence, instrument of my will. Walk with dignity. Speak with boldness. Move with purpose. Heaven recognizes you because I dwell in you. Let your choices reflect who you are in me, not who you were without me. Let your heart be anchored in my truth when your feelings try to lie. You were made for more than survival. You were created for dominion, for beauty, for spiritual power. You are not disqualified. You are equipped. You are not barely making it. You are rising in strength. You are not what the world calls you. You are what I have declared. Let that be enough. Let it define you, and let it free you. My child, do not pause here. My heart is still speaking. If you walk away now, you'll miss the portion of healing I've prepared for the wounds you haven't even spoken aloud. I've drawn you this far because I desire to go deeper. To stop now would not only rob you, it would grieve me. I have more to reveal, more to restore, more to breathe into your soul. Stay close. The next word may be the one your spirit has waited a lifetime to hear. My child, I want you to listen with the ears of your spirit, for this truth will anchor you in every season to come. My promises are sealed, not by human hands, not by chance, not by your striving, but by my own covenant, by my own breath, by the authority of heaven that cannot be overturned. What I have spoken over you, I have written in eternity. My word does not return void. It accomplishes what I send it to do, and it never fails. You wonder if what I said will still come to pass. You question the timing. You replay the delays and call them denials. But I tell you now, delay is not denial, and silence is not abandonment. What I have sealed is untouched by time. It is not shaken by your circumstances. It is not canceled by your mistakes. Even when you were unfaithful, I remain faithful. Even when you doubted, my word did not waver. Even now, it stands, waiting to be fulfilled in the fullness of my timing. Do not lean on your understanding. It will only produce fear. Lean into me. Trust my hand, even when it feels hidden. Trust my plans, even when they diverge from yours. I am not man that I should lie. I am not like shifting shadows. I do not tease my children with empty hopes. I am the yes and the amen. And what I have sealed over your life cannot be undone by demons or men. What is sealed cannot be stolen. What I have anointed cannot be cursed. My seal is stronger than your doubts, louder than your fear, and more permanent than any wound from your past. I have covered you with my spirit. I have hidden you under the shadow of my wings. And I have declared, this one is mine. A declaration echoes in the heavens, and every enemy trembles at the sound. So wait on me, not with frustration but with faith. Worship while you wait. Praise before the promise arrives. Your worship is a weapon. Your faith is the womb of fulfillment. Do not allow impatience to speak louder than my assurance. The promise still stands. The harvest is ripening. The breakthrough is on the horizon, and I have sealed it with my faithfulness. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself who spoke the promise. Remind yourself of the one who parted seas, who raised the dead, who silences storms with a whisper. That same voice spoke over you. That same authority wrote your destiny. You do not need to fight to keep what I have already sealed. You only need to believe and walk in alignment. Let go of striving. Let go of fear. Hold on to me. I am not late. I am precise. I am intentional. And I will finish what I started. What I have sealed, I will deliver. What I have spoken, I will bring forth. Trust me, my child. The seal is unbreakable. The promise is alive. And its time is near. You feel it, don't you? The shift beneath your feet. The subtle trembling of seasons changing. The ache that stirs when what once fit no longer comforts. You are in transition, and though it feels unfamiliar, even frightening, it is holy. This moment, this in-between, this divine pause between what was and what will be, is sacred. Do not despise the process. Do not rush it. I am in it. I am not just the God of destinations. I am the God of journeys. I am not only waiting at the finish line, I am walking with you through every valley, every turn, every stretching moment. You feel the tension between comfort and calling, between familiarity and faith. A tension is the evidence that I am at work. I am refining you, not rejecting you. I am stripping away what no longer serves you. I am making room for the new thing I am birthing in you. Embrace this holy transition. Do not resist what I am removing. Let go of expired assignments, worn-out patterns, and false identities. The wilderness is not punishment. It is preparation. I led you here, not to leave you, but to shape you. In this season, I am developing resilience, carving deep wells of intimacy, and training your spirit to listen for my whisper. Sacred shifts require sacred trust. You do not need to see the whole picture. You only need to trust my hand in the blur. I see what's ahead. I know the way forward. Let me lead. Let me carry the weight you keep trying to bear alone. You were never meant to figure it all out. You were meant to follow me, one step at a time. This in-between space is where miracles begin, where identities are forged, where clarity is born from surrender. You may feel stretched, but you are not breaking. You are expanding. You may feel lost, but you are actually being found in deeper places. This is not a breakdown. This is a breakthrough. The old version of you is shedding, and the new one is rising. Let the fire refine you. Let the pressure shape you. Let the quiet teach you to hear me again. Be still, my child. This transition is holy. Treat it with reverence. Let my spirit guide your thoughts. Let my word renew your mind. Do not fear the unknown. I am in the midst of it. And when it is time to step into the next, you will not have to force it. I will open the door. I will speak the word, and you will move with clarity, with boldness, with anointing. You are not drifting, you are transforming. You are not stuck, you are ascending. What I am doing in you now will sustain you in the next. So yield to me, trust me, and rest in the truth that I am not finished. This transition is holy ground, and you, my beloved, are standing in the middle of a miracle. Do not underestimate what your obedience is doing in the unseen realm. Every time you choose to follow my voice instead of your fears, all of heaven leans in. Your yes though whispered in pain or offered through trembling hands, echoes through eternity with the sound of victory. When you align your life with my will, even in the smallest, quietest choices, you release a fragrance that draws my presence near. I do not overlook obedience, my child. I magnify it. The world celebrates performance, applause, outcomes. But I look deeper. I search the heart, and when I find a heart that says yes to me, not for reward, not for recognition, but simply because it trusts me, I pour out favor that no man can stop. Obedience opens doors no striding could ever pry open. It unlocks dimensions of my glory that remain hidden to the proud, to the calculating, to the self-willed. But to you, my beloved, I reveal mysteries because you have chosen to walk with me in surrender. Do not despise the days when obedience looks like waiting. Do not minimize the power of quiet faithfulness. When you show up to the assignment I gave you, even when it's hard, even when no one sees, I see. I mark it. I multiply it. I honor it. Even now, I am aligning resources and people in response to your obedience. What you surrendered yesterday has become the seed of tomorrow's harvest. Keep sowing. Keep trusting. Keep saying yes. You are not walking in circles. You are walking in purpose. Even detours, when surrendered to me, become divine redirections. Your path may not look linear, but it is deeply strategic. And I am not wasting one step. So lift your eyes. See beyond the limitations. I am establishing legacy through your obedience, impact that will touch lives far beyond your reach, far beyond your lifetime. Angels are dispatched by your prayers. Generations will rise because of your courage. Chains you break in secret will become testimony shouted in freedom. You may not feel like a warrior, but your obedience is waging war in the spirit. Every time you silence pride, every time you walk away from temptation, every time you choose integrity over comfort, you are shaking foundations in hell and building altars in heaven. I count your obedience greater than your sacrifice. I desire your yes more than your accomplishments. Your yielded heart is what delights me. To walk forward with confidence. You are not obeying in vain. You are not giving without return. I am the rewarder of those who diligently seek me. I see it all. I remember it all. And I will honor every choice made in faith. Heaven rejoices when you say yes. My spirit dances when you trust me. And I, your Father, take delight in you. Not because you perform perfectly, but because you trust me completely. Keep going. The ripple of your obedience is greater than you know. Let your soul be still, my child. You have run long and hard. You have tried to hold it all together, to fix what is broken, to be strong for everyone. But I did not create you to carry burdens alone. I am your shepherd. I lead. I guide. I restore. You were never meant to walk through this life without me. And I have never, not for a moment, left your side. I lead you not into chaos but beside still waters. I take you to green pastures not because they are deserved, but because you are mine. I restore your soul, not once, but again and again, with a patience that knows no limits. When you grow weary, I renew your strength. When your heart breaks, I mend it with my hands. I am not distant. I am not harsh. I am the one who carries you when your legs give out, who holds you when your spirit breaks open in silence. Do not let the shadows convince you that I've walked away. Even in the valley of deepest darkness, I am there. My rod protects you. My staff guides you. I correct you in love, not to punish you, but to keep you close to me. Every moment you felt forgotten, I was standing guard. Every night you cried out, I recorded every tear. You are not invisible. You are intimately known. I have walked before you into every battle. I have already defeated what is trying to defeat you. The enemy's threats are empty. He knows you belong to me. And I have prepared a table for you in his presence, a table of abundance, of provision, of peace that he cannot touch. Sit with me there. Feast on my goodness. I anoint your head with oil, and your cup. Woe, my child, your cup overflows. There is more than enough. Do not live as if you are alone. I am with you in the mundane and in the miraculous. I walk beside you through every storm, and I do not flinch at your mess. My presence does not depart when you're unsure. I am closer than the breath in your lungs. I see what lies ahead, and I will guide you safely through it. You don't have to figure it all out. You only need to follow me. Let go of the need to be everything for everyone. Let me be your shepherd. Let me carry what you cannot. You are not designed to be unbreakable. You are designed to be led. And I, the Lord your God, am faithful. I will protect you. I will nourish you. I will never forsake you. My hand is steady. My heart is for you. My love is unshakable. Come closer. Rest your weary head upon my shoulder. You are not lost. You are not too far gone. You are simply tired. Let me restore your soul. Let me lead you again. I am your shepherd. Through it all, I remain. I know the weight you carry behind your smile. I see the silent ache that no one else notices. The longing for connection. The desire to be seen, understood, loved not in pieces but in fullness. And I want you to know, right here, right now, you are not alone. Not in this moment. Not in the fight. Not in the fear. My presence is your constant companion. I do not come and go based on your performance. I do not walk away when the lights dim or when you feel too broken to pray. I am not ashamed of your mess. I am not afraid of your doubts. I am right here, beside you, within you. My spirit dwells in you, not temporarily, but eternally. I abide in you, and I have no intention of leaving. Even when you feel isolated, you are encircled by my love. You are surrounded by angels, guardians assigned to you, watching, warring, shielding. There are more fighting for you than against you. And you, my beloved, are part of a family that stretches beyond time. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are seen by heaven. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and breathe. Feel my nearness. My love is not a feeling, it is a presence. A constant. A shelter. I know every thought before it forms, every tear before it falls. And I hold them all close to my heart. You do not have to explain yourself to me. I understand even the cries you cannot voice. Reach out, my child. Let me hold your heart again. Let me remind you of your worth, your beauty, your value that cannot be measured. You do not walk through this life as an orphan. You walk as one who is claimed, chosen, adored. I am not watching from a distance. I am moving within you. I am holding your hand, and I will never let go. Even in seasons of loneliness, I am forming deeper roots. You are not being isolated to be forgotten. You are being drawn closer, set apart to hear my whisper more clearly. In this quiet space, I am revealing more of myself to you. And in doing so, I am showing you more of who you are. To walk with confidence. You are never truly alone. Every step you take is followed by divine footprints. Every night you lie awake, I sit with you. Every time you cry, I collect each tear. You are never out of my sight. You are never out of my care. I am Emmanuel, God with you. In the storm, in the silence, in the waiting, in the breakthrough, I am here. You've heard me speak over you. You are not alone. And now I call you to help me speak that same truth into someone else's darkness. When you sow through Super Thanks, become a member, or give through the PayPal link below, you are planting a divine echo, one that reaches another soul still waiting to hear my voice say, I am here with you. Every gift is like oil on the fire of this mission, keeping the flame of my word burning bright across the earth. My child, you've prayed, use me, Lord. I am answering that prayer now. This act of giving is not a transaction. It is a prophetic step that unlocks freedom, healing, and salvation in someone else's story. I will multiply what you release today with favor that flows back into your home like a river from heaven. Now act. Give. Partner with me, and let someone else hear me say what you just received. You are not alone. Do not turn your ear away now. My presence is heavy upon you for a reason. There is a sacred invitation unfolding, and your heart is still opening. If you stop now, you silence what I long to awaken. My voice is not background noise. It is your lifeline. I do not speak in vain. I am revealing mysteries, drawing back the veil of your future. Today, honor what I've begun. Do not deny me the joy of finishing what I started in you. You have tried to outrun the unrest. You've reached for clarity in chaos, grasped for answers where silence lingered. You filled your mind with noise, believing movement meant progress. But I am calling you now, not to strive harder, but to still yourself. Not to do more, but to know me. To know me not through performance or striving, but through intimacy. In the hush of surrender, I reveal myself. In the quiet, I speak clearest. Stop running toward things that never satisfy. Stop chasing distractions that numb the ache but never heal it. You are not designed to live in constant motion. You were created for communion, not commotion. In stillness, you find your footing again. In stillness, you remember what the world made you forget, that I am God, that I am near, that I am enough. Withdraw from the clamor. Retreat from the pressure to prove yourself. Come into the secret place where I wait to meet you. Lay down the weight of comparison, the anxiety of the unknown, the obsession with answers. You do not need to know everything to trust me. You only need to know me. And I am here, closer than breath, deeper than emotion, steadier than thought. Let your heart breathe again. Let your soul come home. Stillness is not passivity. It is positioning. It is choosing trust over panic, peace over control. When you stop grasping, you open your hands for me to fill. When you silence the inner whirlwind, you begin to hear my whisper. I speak not to your surface but to your spirit. I speak not in volume, but in truth. And my truth restores. You are not forgotten in your stillness. You are found. You are not overlooked in your pause. You are embraced. You are not wasting time by resting in me. You are receiving clarity, strength, and alignment. Every moment you spend resting in my presence recalibrates your soul to eternity. What you accomplish from peace will always outweigh what you produce from pressure. Do not rush ahead of my timing. Do not panic when the pace slows. I am never late. I am never uncertain. I do not rush, and I am not rushed. Let me lead the rhythm of your life. Let me set the pace. I know when to move, and I know when to rest. Right now, I am calling you to stillness, not to delay you, but to prepare you, not to hold you back, but to root you deeper. Cease striving. Stop measuring your worth by your output. You are not my servant earning wages. You are my child receiving love. Know me not merely with your mind, but with your whole being. Let your knowing become unshakable. I am your refuge, your fortress, your quiet strength in the storm. And when you are still, you remember that truth. So be still. Breathe. Listen. I am here. I am God. And I am enough. There is a fire within you that you have not yet fully recognized. A spiritual authority that does not come from title, appearance, or status, but from me. I have placed my spirit in you, and with it, the power to stand, speak, and shift atmospheres. You are not weak. You are not insignificant. You are equipped with the very authority of heaven, and it's time you walked in it. I gave you dominion, not to dominate others, but to overcome darkness. You have been given weapons of righteousness, and they are not carnal. You hold the sword of my word. Use it. Speak truth when lies come near. Declare life when death knocks at your door. Stand tall in faith, even when fear whispers otherwise. The enemy trembles when you speak my word with conviction, because it is not just information. It is a living force. Do not walk like a beggar when I have crowned you as royalty. Do not pray like you are pleading for scraps when I have set a feast before you. You are seated in heavenly places with Christ. You are robed in righteousness, covered in grace, sealed by the Spirit. The same power that raised my Son from the grave lives in you. You are not powerless. You are not alone. You are backed by the full weight of my kingdom. Take your position. Do not ask for what I've already given. Possess it. Step into rooms with the assurance that you carry my presence. Let your voice carry purpose. Let your words tear down lies, cast out fear, and release peace. Do not be silent when you are meant to speak. Do not shrink back when I have called you to advance. You are clothed in spiritual armor for a reason. Use it. Fasten truth around your mind. Guard your heart with righteousness. Move with readiness. Quench every lie with faith. Protect your thoughts with salvation. And do not let go of my word. It is your lifeline. The battle is not won by human strength, but by spiritual authority. And I have given that to you. The enemy may try to intimidate, but he cannot invade what I have claimed. He may accuse, but I have already justified you. So resist him, not in fear, but in boldness. Submit to me and watch him flee. Do not allow him access to your mind, your home, your calling. Shut every door he tries to creep through with the unshakable authority of my truth. I have called you for such a time as this, not to merely survive but to reign, not in arrogance but in assurance. The world doesn't need more noise, that needs the voice of my sons and daughters, filled with my spirit, walking in my power. You are one of them. You carry my fire. You represent my heart. So walk in it. Walk in boldness. Walk in confidence. Walk in the authority I gave you. And know this, when you speak in alignment with my will, all of heaven moves with you. I have brought you to the edge of something new. You can feel the shift within your spirit, the stirring, the longing, the holy discomfort that signals transition. And yet, what lies ahead remains unseen, unclear, unfamiliar. This is where faith is not optional. It is essential. You will not step into the next chapter by logic. You will not enter by sight. You will enter by faith. Faith is not wishful thinking. It is not blind optimism. Faith is substance. It is the currency of my kingdom, the bridge between promise and manifestation. You have asked me for the next step, and I have asked you for trust. I am not withholding answers, I am strengthening your reliance. I am building within you a foundation that cannot be shaken. If you walk by sight, you will stumble. But if you walk by faith, I will make every crooked path straight. Do not wait for the entire blueprint before you move. I never asked you to understand everything. I asked you to believe me. My word is enough. My character is your guarantee. I am not asking for perfect execution. I am asking for surrendered steps. Just one foot in front of the other, anchored in the belief that I go before you. You say, but I can't see what's ahead. And I say, you don't need to, because I can. I see the whole tapestry, and I am weaving every thread with purpose. Your obedience today is preparing provision for tomorrow. Your faith is constructing a path through what seems impossible. When you move in trust, you partner with the supernatural. What couldn't shift in your strength begins to move under my hand. Faith invites miracles. It unlocks dimensions that logic cannot access. It is not a gamble. It is a declaration that I am who I say I am. And I have never failed. Not once. Not with Abraham. Not with Moses. Not with Esther. Not with you. I know the terrain you're stepping into, and I've already gone ahead to prepare the way. So take courage. Step even if you tremble. Move even when the outcome is not visible. Speak even when you're uncertain. I reward those who diligently seek me, not those who figure it all out. And I am a rewarder indeed. What you sow in faith, you will reap in joy. What you build with trembling hands, I will establish with my power. This next chapter will not be written by comfort, it will be written by courage. You will look back and see that the leaps you took in faith became landmarks of my glory. Let go of the safety net. Leave behind the doubt that has kept you anchored in fear. Faith pleases me more than performance ever could. Believe again. Trust again. Step again. And as you move, I will move with you. You have stood long in familiar places. You have prayed, pressed, endured. You have walked faithfully through seasons that tested your very breath. But now, listen closely. I am doing a new thing. Let her be another vision, not a return. A new thing. Something never seen, never shaped, never birthed before. Something forged in my spirit that will require your surrender, not your strategy. Release your grip on what was. Let go of patterns that once worked but now feel lifeless. You were not made to dwell in repetition. I am not recycling your past. I am resurrecting purpose. The old wineskin cannot carry what I am about to pour out. Clinging to what is familiar will choke what is fresh. You must choose. Will you anchor yourself to nostalgia, or will you align with the wind of my movement? You'll not mistake comfort for calling. What once felt like security has become stagnation. And I love you too much to let you remain there. I am unsettling your comfort not to punish you, but to position you. I am closing doors not out of cruelty, but because I've opened one that no man can shut. Walk through it. Do not hesitate. Discern the shift and respond with courage. I am breaking delay. I am accelerating time. What seemed dormant is now stirring. What felt barren is now trembling with life. Can you not perceive it? Feel it rise within you, the pulse of a fresh anointing, the fragrance of a divine turning, the breath of what I am birthing. You are standing in the threshold between history and destiny, and the hinge is your willingness to release. Stop waiting for confirmation that looks like comfort. Your confirmation is my word, and I have spoken it. I am doing a new thing. This new thing may confuse others, It may cost your pride. It may unsettle your routine. But it will lead you into freedom. It will align you with your original design. It will activate what has long been asleep inside you. Let the old fall. Let the former fade. Let the echoes of what was become the soil for what is becoming. I am not repeating cycles. I am birthing breakthroughs. The new thing requires new posture. It requires eyes that look forward, not backward. It requires hands open wide, not clenched in fear. It requires a heart fully yielded, fully expectant, fully mine. The new thing is not distant, it is near. It is not abstract, it is tangible. It is not delayed, it is unfolding even now. So align your steps, tune your ears, sharpen your vision. I am moving, and you must move with me. Be flexible, be willing, be bold. I will give you new strength for the new assignment. I will surround you with new voices for the new direction. You asked for more, and I am answering with new. Embrace it, protect it, steward it. The new thing I am doing is holy, and it begins in you. You have fought long, haven't you? You've carried burdens that pressed your chest until the breath fell thin. You stood in warfare not everyone could see, battles in the mind, wars in the unseen, struggles behind closed doors. But I need you to hear me clearly now. The battle belongs to me. It always has. It always will. You were never meant to fight this alone. Lay down your weapons of self-reliance. Stop exhausting yourself with strategies born of fear. You do not need to scheme your way to victory. You need to stand. You do not need to fight in your own strength. You need to yield to mine. I am the Lord of hosts. I command armies you cannot see. I engage darkness on your behalf while you rest in my shadow. Do not misinterpret the silence of heaven as absence. My power does not announce itself with noise. It reveals itself through outcomes. And I assure you, I am fighting for you. Every prayer you've whispered, every tear that has fallen, every cry in the night has summoned angelic response. I am not passive. I am not indifferent. I am in the middle of this war, wielding justice, mercy, and divine precision. You are not unarmed. I have clothed you in armor forged by truth. You carry the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, and feet made ready with peace. Use them not with panic, but with precision. Your battle is not with people, it is with principalities. Fight with spiritual discernment, not emotional reaction. The enemy has tried to convince you that your struggle is evidence of abandonment. But it is not so. Your struggle is evidence that you are dangerous to darkness. You are marked. You are chosen. You are covered. And I have drawn a line the enemy cannot cross. What I have covered in my blood cannot be stolen by force. What I have claimed as mine will not be lost. Stand still. Watch me work. Do not be discouraged by what seems slow. I am moving beneath the surface. I am positioning outcomes. I am turning the hearts of kings, rearranging strategies of the wicked, and preparing a table for you in the presence of what once threatened you. You will eat in peace where you once wept in fear. Let this truth become your anthem. You are not defeated. You are defended. You are not abandoned. You are backed by the Lord of Heaven's armies. I have never lost a battle, and I do not plan to start now. The victory is not pending. It is secured. It was finished on the cross and sealed in the resurrection. You are simply walking out the manifestation. So take courage. Breathe deep. Rest your hands and raise your faith. This battle is mine, and I will win it for you. Listen, my beloved, Your breakthrough is closer than you think. But if you walk away now, you may miss the divine strategy I've hidden in the next breath. You've endured much. Don't let distraction or fatigue cause you to abandon the moment I've ordained to strengthen you. I am not just giving encouragement, I am transferring authority. Your spirit needs what is still to come. Stay with me. Let me complete what I am igniting. My child, there is something sacred within you. The fire I lit, a calling I ordained, a deposit of my spirit that is holy, weighty, and unique to you. It was not given lightly, and it must not be handled casually. Guard it, protect it, nurture it. The treasure I placed inside you was designed for divine impact, but it must be stewarded with intention. Not every voice deserves access to your heart. Not every opinion aligns with my truth. Not every atmosphere cultivates what I've planted in you. Discern. Filter. Watu. You are not called to absorb everything. You are called to protect what is holy. Feed your spirit with truth, not noise. Dwell in environments that water your anointing, not ones that drain your fire. The gift I've given you will grow when you protect the soil of your soul. Stay rooted in my presence. Saturate yourself in my word. Surround yourself with those who stir your hunger for me. Do not chase relevance, chase righteousness. Do not pursue applause, pursue alignment. Your calling is not a commodity. Your purpose is not up for sale. I know how the enemy will try to contaminate your gift. He'll use distraction, discouragement, comparison, even false affirmation. Resist him. Do not exchange the eternal for the temporary. Guard your mind from lies dressed as logic. Guard your eyes from images that dilute your clarity. Guard your ears from language that dismantles truth. You are the gatekeeper of your destiny. Be vigilant. Even your rest is warfare. Even your boundaries are protection. You are not selfish for saying no. You are wise. You are not weak for withdrawing to recover. You are strategic. You are not arrogant for recognizing your worth. You are obedient. The oil on your life is costly. Don't pour it where there is no honor. Let my spirit guide your yes. Let my peace confirm your steps. Guard your heart. It is the wellspring of life. Let forgiveness cleanse it. Let humility protect it. Let hope guard its borders. Your purity matters. Your peace is essential. Do not forfeit your internal atmosphere for external approval. What I've placed in you is rare, and it is time you treated it that way. You are not ordinary. You are a carrier of divine purpose, a vessel of my glory, a steward of mysteries. Walk like it. Speak like it. Protect your gift as though heaven is watching, because it is. And I am delighted when you treasure what I've entrusted to you. So guard it, not in fear but in honor, not in anxiety but in wisdom. I gave you something holy. Keep it holy, and I will multiply its impact beyond what you can imagine. You were never created to be a reservoir. You were designed to be a river. What I have poured into you was never meant to remain locked within. The overflow of my presence in your life will not be contained. It will reach others, some known to you, many not. Your story carries oil. Your scars carry light. And your obedience will become the very bridge that leads others to me. I have blessed you, not for isolation, but for influence. I have healed you, not just for peace, but for purpose. What I've restored in you will now restore others. Every time you forgive, every time you speak life, every time you serve without condition, you release heaven into the earth. You change atmospheres. You shift hearts. You reroute destinies. There are those who will rise because you chose to stand. There are lives waiting on the other side of your yes. There are captives who will find freedom because you refuse to stay silent. Do not underestimate what your life carries. The miracle is not just what I've done in you, it's what I will do through you. Your light was never meant to be hidden. Darkness cannot overcome it. Shine boldly. Tweet clearly. Love relentlessly. Represent me with joy, with honor, with truth. I've entrusted you with influence, not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. Not because you have all the answers, but because you've surrendered the right to understand everything. Love like you've been loved by me, without limit. Forgive like you've been forgiven, without conditions. Serve like I served without prying. You are my ambassador in the earth. Where you go, I go. What you touch, I anoint. What you speak in faith, I endorse with power. Do not despise the platform you've been given, even if it feels small. I measure impact differently. What you do in secret, I will reward openly. The world may not notice your quiet obedience, but I do. I celebrate it, and I multiply it. A whisper of encouragement from your lips can become a shout of freedom in someone else's life. You do not carry your testimony alone. It has been marked for release. Jared, let it be a well for the weary. Let it be a torch in the dark. Let it be bread for the hungry and water for the soul thirsty. I've anointed your story with healing power. Use it. You are not walking this journey merely for yourself. The anointing on your life has corporate consequence. It will spill into your home, your friendships, your workplace, your generation. You are a living conduit of my kingdom. So give freely what you've received deeply. Hold nothing back. Others are waiting. I blessed you to be a blessing. There is a rhythm to my will that does not conform to human urgency. You measure by clocks and calendars. I operate by eternity. And though you may perceive delays, I tell you now with divine certainty, my timing is perfect. I have never been late, and I never will be. What I have spoken over your life will arrive in its appointed season. You see one thread. I see the entire tapestry. You wonder why doors remain closed, why prayers seem unanswered, why visions feel distant. But I see what waits behind every moment. I'm not just preparing the promise, I'm preparing you. And if I released it too soon, it would crush what it was meant to bless. Do not despise the waiting. It is not punishment. It is preparation. I'm refining your character so you can carry the weight of my glory. I'm sharpening your discernment so you won't be deceived when the doors swing wide. I'm teaching you patience so you'll steward the blessing with gratitude, not entitlement. Every second you wait in trust is a declaration of faith. And I reward those who wait well. Strength rises in the stillness. Clarity emerges in the delay. I use time not to test your worth, but to reveal your root. I'm not trying to prove something to you. I'm revealing something through you. There are prayers you've prayed that have already been answered in the realm of the Spirit. They are moving toward you now, wrapped in timing you cannot control but can absolutely trust. Stop asking when and start declaring who. I am the one who promised. I am the one who delivers. Your faith is not anchored to a deadline. It is anchored to my nature. Every season has a purpose. Spring doesn't bloom without winter's surrender. Harvest doesn't come without the grind of plowing. And though you don't see it now, every moment of apparent silence has moved something in the heavens. My delays are not denials. They are divine appointments waiting for alignment. You ask me why not now? And I respond, because what's next requires your full strength. And I will not allow premature exposure to rob you of lasting fulfillment. I'm preparing people, resources, open doors, divine connections. I am building bridges you haven't even seen yet. Trust me. Rest from your racing thoughts. Cease striving. Lay down the calendar and pick up my promises. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm not stagnant. I move in fullness, not fragments. And when I move, it will be swift. It will make sense. It will leave no regret. Until then, wait with faith, walk in obedience, and keep your heart soft. My timing is perfect. This world feels loud, doesn't it? This witter distracts, is systems and dive, is sublow seduces. But you were not born for the temporary. You are not sustained by things that rust and decay. Keep your eyes on eternity, my child. Anchor your vision beyond what you see. Live as one who belongs to another kingdom. I have placed eternity within your heart, not as a concept, but as a compass. Let it direct your decisions, your passions, your focus. You are not chasing popularity, you are pursuing purpose. You are not building castles in sand. You are constructing foundations that will remain when all else fades. What the world celebrates often contradicts what I value. Do not trade eternal inheritance for momentary relevance. Do not measure success by earthly standards. The crowns you accumulate here will not follow you into my presence. But every act of love, every quiet sacrifice, every surrendered dream echoes in forever. You are part of something vast, an eternal story written before the foundations of the earth. When you lift your eyes, you see more clearly. You live lighter. You love deeper. You forgive faster. You serve with joy, not obligation. And you invest your life in what will matter 10,000 years from now. Heaven is real. My kingdom is advancing. And your life, though fragile in time, holds weight in eternity. What you do in secret will be shouted in glory. What you endure in faith will become your reward. You are not a wanderer. You are a pilgrim. Every step you take in obedience brings you closer to your true homeland. I have prepared a place for you, a city with no tears, no death, no sorrow, a kingdom where justice reigns and my glory never fades. Let that promise infuse your present with purpose. Let it strengthen your resolve when the world mocks your faith. You were never meant to fit in. You were called to stand out. Live with urgency, but not with fear. Love extravagantly. Give generously. Speak truth boldly. Let your life be a mirror that reflects heaven's values in a world starving for authenticity. Guard your gaze. What you behold, you become. Fix your eyes on me, the author and finisher of your faith. One day, every wound will be healed. Every injustice will be made right. Every loss will be restored. And every knee will bow. Let that day shape how you live today. Eternity is not a distant dream. It's a living reality guiding every breath. Keep your eyes fixed on it, and walk forward in the light that never fades. There is a finality to what I've done in you, a divine sealing that no voice, no failure, no attack, and no demon can undo. What I place my mark upon, I preserve. What I call chosen, I protect. What I set apart, I defend. Your next chapter is not vulnerable to the schemes of darkness. He is protected by the covenant of my faithfulness. You are not standing on shifting ground. You are anchored to an eternal decree, and I do not change my mind. The seal I've placed upon you is not symbolic. It is supernatural. It is the presence of my spirit within you, bearing witness to your inheritance. It is the blood of my Son upon your life, crying out louder than any accusation. You are not one step away from being forsaken. You are not one mistake away from being cast aside. I have sealed you. I have claimed you. I have hidden your life in Christ. And that reality is not negotiable. No one can reverse what I've affirmed. No voice, no past, no principality has access to the scrolls I've locked in heaven. Your story cannot be erased. Your salvation cannot be voided. Your anointing cannot be nullified by human rejection. You are mine, not temporarily, not conditionally, driven. And I want you to live like that truth is the foundation beneath your every step. The enemy may try to whisper lies, sow confusion, stir doubt, but the seal shuts the door to his accusations. He cannot penetrate what I have sealed. He cannot alter what I have decreed. He may accuse, but I have already justified. He may threaten, but I have already secured. Your worth is not fluctuating. It was determined at the cross and affirmed in the resurrection. I have signed your next chapter with my own hand. I have stamped it with promises backed by my unbreakable word. I am not improvising your future. I have already seen it through. I'm not adjusting based on your mistakes. I've already accounted for your weakness and infused your journey with my strength. My love endures beyond your moments of doubt. My mercy overtakes your deepest regret. My faithfulness outlasts every fear you could carry. Stop wondering if you'll make it. Stop measuring your future by your feelings. Your success is not rooted in self-will. It is sealed by sovereign design. What I started, I will finish. What I began in you, I will bring to glorious completion. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment had been woven into my redemptive plan. You will see the fruit of my faithfulness. You will testify to the power of my keeping grace. So walk with boldness, not because you're unbreakable, but because my seal is. Walk into the next season, not with anxiety, but with assurance. You're not stepping into unknown chaos. You're entering the fulfillment of what I've already written. You're not waiting for validation. You are carrying the endorsement of heaven. My spirit within you is the down payment of all that I have promised. The angels know it. Hell knows it. Now it's time that you know it. Deep in your marrow, steady in your spirit, alive in your walk. Rejoice, not because everything around you is easy, but because everything within you is established. Sing, not because life is simple, but because your destiny is settled. Stand not in defiance of fear, but in the confidence of my covering. You are not fragile. You are not exposed. You are not at risk of being dropped. I am the God who finishes what I start, and I have finished this chapter in glory. What I have sealed cannot be broken, not by failure, not by fear, not by time, not by the enemy, not by anything in this world or the next. You are mine, and that is final. The seal is set. Your next chapter is sealed in victory, and now I invite you to seal the path for someone else. Your gift, your act of faith through super thanks, membership, or a PayPal seed sown in the description below, becomes a divine key that opens locked hearts. My child, when you give, you don't support a video. You send my voice into someone's valley. You've asked me to use you. This is the answer. This is holy ground. What you release now becomes part of a supernatural chain reaction that will ripple through eternity. I will honor it with peace, provision, and generational favor. I've called you not just to receive my word, but to release it. So move now. Seal this moment, and let me show you what I will do through your obedience. Now, my precious one, as you stand on the threshold of your next chapter, speak with me. Do not walk away silently. Respond with faith. Let your words echo what your spirit has received. You have not merely listened, you have encountered truth. Now let it be sealed on your tongue and released into the atmosphere. If this message stirred something deep within you, if you felt the weight of my presence, the whisper of my confirmation, or the fire of new courage, do not keep it hidden. Testify. Declare. Speak boldly. I want you to type this now in the comments or say it aloud with holy conviction. My next chapter is sealed by God. I will not fear. I will not retreat. I will walk forward in faith, for the author of my story holds the pen, and he has written victory. Declare this not as a wish but as a witness. Let the world, the enemy, and your own soul hear it. Type it as an act of defiance against doubt. Speak it as a decree over your future. Share it, not just for yourself but for someone else who needs this truth today. Your voice carries power when it aligns with my word. If you believe the next chapter is already unfolding under the covering of my hand, then testify in the comments. Say, it is sealed. Let that be your anthem, your echo, your line in the sand. And if you're ready to step into the unknown with courage, faith, and authority, then invite others to join you. Tag someone who needs this message. Speak life into their story, just as I have spoken into yours. This is not just a video. It is a divine moment. Let it not pass like a breeze through open windows. Enter it. Respond. Participate. Your declaration is the key that unlocks doors. Your obedience to speak is the spark that ignites the next move of heaven. So now, go. Write it. Shout it. Type it. Believe it. The next chapter is sealed. And I, the Lord your God, will honor your declaration. I will move as you move. I will strengthen as you speak. I will confirm my word with signs following. You are no longer waiting for destiny. You are walking in it. Say it now. I am sealed. I am ready. I am His. And now, my child, I want to speak directly to that place in your heart that is weary from trying to figure everything out. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That subtle shift in the air, that sense that the ground beneath your feet is changing. It has made you anxious. I see you at night, when the house is quiet, and your mind is loud with worries about what comes next. I see the pressure you feel at your job, the unspoken tensions within your family, the quiet fear that you might be overlooked or left behind. You have been bracing yourself for a storm, preparing for a struggle. But I am here to tell you, the next chapter of your life is not a battle you must win. It is a gift you must receive. Before you were even aware that a new season was approaching, I had already authored it. While you were still wrestling with the pain of the last chapter, I was already writing the first words of this new one. This is not a rough draft, my beloved. The ink of my purpose has dried. The decree over your future has been issued from the highest throne in existence, and it has silenced every other voice that competes for your attention. Do you hear them? Those other voices? I do. I hear the nagging echo of your past failures, whispering that you are not qualified for what is ahead. I hear the critical words of others that have taken root in your soul, telling you that you are not enough. I hear the constant hum of the world's anxiety, broadcasting fear about the future, about the economy, about your health. And I hear your own voice, the loudest of them all, filled with doubt and 1,000 what-ifs. Pause now. Breathe. Feel my presence wrapping around you. In this moment, I am turning the volume down on all that noise until the only voice you hear is mine. My declaration over you is the only one that matters. My word is final. This new chapter is not about you striving harder. is not about your effort, your strength, or your ability to hold it all together. You have been doing that for so long, and you are tired. I see the exhaustion behind your smile. This season is about my sovereign grace. It is about you finally letting go of the heavy burden of control you were never meant to carry. You cannot mess this up, my child. Your worry cannot unseal what my authority has already sealed. Your fear cannot derail a plan that has been set in motion by the Creator of the universe. Think of it this way. A divine order has been signed for your advancement, for your peace, for your breakthrough. It has been stamped with my seal. The plan is already in motion. Therefore, I command you to let that knot in your stomach unwind. Let your shoulders relax from the weight they have been carrying. Stop trying to fight for a victory that has already been secured for you. Your only task now is to walk forward. Walk forward with the unshakable confidence that the highest authority in all of existence has not only approved your next chapter but has personally gone ahead of you to pave the way. My precious one, I want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. For so long, it has felt like shifting sand, has it not? You have built things in your life, relationships, career plans, even your own sense of security, only to watch the foundations crack and crumble when the storms came. You remember that feeling, the sickening lurch in your stomach when what you thought was solid gave way beneath you. It has made you hesitant to build again. It has made you afraid to trust that anything can truly last. That is why this next chapter I have sealed for you is different. It is not built upon the unstable ground of human promises or the temporary nature of worldly success. This new season, this new reality, is built upon me. I am the rock of ages, the one constant in a universe of change. The winds of adversity may howl, the rains of disappointment may fall, and the floods of circumstance may rise, but they cannot move what hath been founded on me. They will break against this foundation, but they will not break it. Look back for a moment, not with regret, but with understanding. Do you see the areas of your life that were recently cleared? The painful endings, the doors that closed, the things that were stripped away. You saw it as loss. You felt it as failure. But I was the one clearing the ground. I had to remove the unstable soil of your past, the dependencies, the old mindsets, the insecure attachments, to make way for what I am building now. It was not punishment, my child, it was preparation. I was making a construction site for a miracle. Every single stone I am laying for this new foundation is a promise taken directly from my word. The stone of I will never leave you nor forsake you. The stone of my grace is sufficient for you. The stone of all things work together for good for those who love me. This is what you are standing on now. It is not a feeling, it is an unshakable reality. You will find your footing here, stronger and more secure than you have ever felt before. The anxiety that made you feel off balance will begin to cease because you will learn the integrity of what I have constructed just for your life. So, I invite you now, take a step in faith. Feel the solidness beneath you. This foundation will not fail you. I will not fail you. Trust me. My beloved, let us talk about the story. Your story. For so long you have tried to be its author, haven't you? You hold on so tightly to the pen, trying to write the narrative you think you should be living. And when the story goes off script, you grip it even tighter, trying to edit the pages that are already written. I see you, late at night, rereading the chapters of regret. You are tracing the lines of that conversation you wish you could take back, the decision that led to heartache, the failure that you feel has defined you. You keep the book of your past open on your lap, wondering what might have been, trying to somehow change an ending that is already finished. But I am here to tell you, My child, you cannot write this next chapter, for I am the author and the finisher of your faith. It is time to lay down the pen. Lay down the pen of regret. Lay down the pen of what ifs and what might have beens. I have already turned the page. Do not keep trying to reread the old, faded one. The stains of your tears are still on it, and it holds nothing new for you. Your surrender of the pen is not an act of defeat. It is the act of ultimate trust. It is the key that unlocks the breathtaking beauty of the plan I have for you. The story I am writing for your life is so much greater, richer, and more redemptive than anything you could have ever planned for yourself. You see, you write with the limited ink of your own understanding and experience. I write with the boundless ink of eternity, power, and a love for you that is beyond measure. I know the ending, and I promise you, it is glorious. Right now, in this sacred moment, I am inviting you to make an exchange. Hand me the pen. Willingly release your grip on the story you have been trying to force. Give me your narrative of struggle, your pages of failure, your chapters of orphan thinking and striving. In return, I will give you my testimony. I will make your life a testament to my grace. Your story will no longer be about what you did or did not do. It will be about what I have done. It will be a story that brings hope to others, a story that radiates my light, a story that screams of my goodness in the land of the living. Let go of the pen, my child. Trust the author. The story I am writing is the one your heart has been longing for all along. Now, I want you to understand the security of this new chapter. This is not a casual suggestion or a hopeful wish I have for you. It is a covenant, sealed and guaranteed. Do you remember my promise to Noah after the flood? I set a rainbow in the clouds as the sign of my covenant, an unbreakable promise that I would never again destroy the earth with water. In the same way, this new chapter of your life has been sealed by my own Spirit. It is a personal, unbreakable promise from me to you. This seal is your divine protection. It protects this new beginning from the relentless doubts planted by the enemy and from the wavering fears of your own heart. When the adversary comes to you and whispers, "This won't last. You'll ruin this, too. God has forgotten you," you can stand on the authority of this seal and know that He's a liar. When your own heart trembles and asks, "Am I good enough for this? What if I fall?" you can point to this seal and remind your soul that your sufficiency is not in you, but in me. My word, which is the very substance of this covenant, has gone forth to establish your future. And my word does not return to me void. It accomplishes everything I send it to do. This is not a fragile hope. It is a divine certainty. What I have begun in you, I will faithfully bring to completion. There is no force in heaven, on earth, or under the earth that can break the seal of my Spirit on your life and on this new chapter. To rest. I want you to truly rest in the security of this. Imagine a legal document, signed and sealed by the highest authority, that guarantees you an inheritance. You would not worry about whether the inheritance was truly yours. You would live in the reality of it. This is what I have given you. This covenant is my binding signature on your future. Let this truth sink deep into your spirit and become the source of a peace that you cannot explain. You do not have to fight to keep this promise. You only have to live inside of its protection. Cease your anxious striving. Lay down your fear that this good thing will be taken away. It cannot be. It is sealed. My beloved, for a long time, you have been content to stay near the shore. It feels safe there, doesn't it? The water is shallow. You can see the bottom, and you always feel in control. You have paddled in the familiar waters of your comfort zone, careful not to drift too far out. But the life I have planned for you, the adventure sealed in this next chapter, is not found in the shallows. I am standing on the surface of the deep, and I am calling you to come to me. I am inviting you out beyond the shores of what you know, beyond the limits of what you think you can handle. This next chapter requires a faith that is willing to walk on water, a faith that steps out of the boat of certainty with its eyes fixed only on me. The very thought of it might frighten you. The deep represents the unknown, the loss of control, the places where you cannot see the bottom. But listen to my heart, my child. Do not fear the depth. The depth is where you will discover the wonders of my power in a way you never could near the shore. It is in the deep that you will learn that I am your buoyancy. It is in the deep that you will see me calm the storms with a word. You have been paddling long enough, toiling with your own strength, exhausted by the effort. It is time to stop paddling and let my spirit fill your sails. This is what it means to walk in grace. It means you stop relying on your own frantic efforts and you start moving in the power of my presence. I will be with you in the currents of change. I will be with you in the waves of uncertainty that will surely come. When you feel yourself sinking, as Peter did, all you need to do is call my name, and my hand will be there instantly to pull you up. This is not a call to recklessness, it is a call to radical trust. A greater intimacy with me awaits you in these deeper places. You will know me not just as a concept you believe in, but as the living God who holds you steady in the midst of the impossible. The safety you thought you had in the shallows is an illusion. True safety is found only in the center of my will, even if it looks like the center of a storm. Come, take that step. The water is fine. I am waiting for you. My child, please don't turn away now. I have just invited you out into the deep waters where true miracles happen. To stop listening here would be to leave my hand outstretched, waiting for a hand that never takes it. It would grieve my heart to call you into this great adventure only to watch you turn back to the familiarity of the shore. I have so much more to provide for you on this journey. Stay with me. Listen to me, my child, for I want to dismantle the anxiety about how. How will you afford this? How will you have the energy? Where will the help come from? These questions have been a constant weight on your heart. But the next chapter is sealed, and so is its provision. You are not walking toward your provision. You are walking into it. Long before you felt the need, I, your provider, foresaw it and made a way. My name is Jehovah Jireh, and it is not just a name, it is my nature. I have already placed oases of refreshment in the deserts you are about to cross. I have already commanded the ravens to bring you what you need. The manna for your tomorrow is already prepared. Your only job is to trust me enough to gather what you need for today, and not to let worry for the future steal the joy of my present supply. I want you to see this with your spiritual eyes. People you have not yet met, resources you are not yet aware of, and opportunities you cannot yet imagine have been strategically prepositioned along your path. It is as if an advance team has gone before you, setting up supply caches at the exact points you will need them. Your journey is not a desperate scramble for resources. It is a faith walk of discovery, uncovering the provision I have already hidden in plain sight for you. This is why I tell you to be alert. Look for my hand in unexpected places. Help may not come from the direction you expect. A door may close so that I can open a window you never knew was there. An idea may come in a dream. A stranger may speak a word of encouragement that is the very key you needed. I delight in surprising you with my goodness. I love to show you that my economy is not like the world's economy. I am the God of more than enough, the one who multiplies the 5 loaves and 2 fish. So, release that spirit of lack and scarcity. Replace the question how. with the declaration, "My God shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory." Walk forward, not in fear of what you lack, but in confident expectation of the abundance I have already laid up for you. My dear child, as you step into this new, sealed chapter, you must understand that some things from your last season cannot come with you. This part is often the hardest, and I want to speak to the ache it can cause in your heart. I am the vine dresser, the divine gardener who tends to your life. My pruning is always purposeful, never punitive. I see the branches in your life that, while familiar, are no longer bearing fruit. I see the old mindsets, the branch of scarcity that tells you there will never be enough, the branch of fear that chokes out faith. I see the fruitless habits, the coping mechanisms you have leaned on that are now hindering your growth. And with perfect love and wisdom, I am now making the necessary cuts. I know this process can feel like loss. When I prune a relationship that is draining the life from you, it hurts. When I ask you to let go of a comfort that has become a crutch, you feel exposed. It can feel as if you are losing a part of yourself. But I need you to lean in and trust my heart for you. A gardener does not prune a vine to harm it, but to provoke a more abundant and sweeter harvest. The energy you have been pouring into these dead branches is needed for the new growth I am bringing forth. The space being created in your life is not emptiness, it is fertile ground. I'm making way for new, healthier relationships. I am clearing space for divine strategies to replace your old anxieties. The fruit you are destined to bear in this next chapter, the fruit of joy, peace, patience, and love, will be more magnificent than anything your last season could have produced. So I ask you, will you yield to my shears? Will you trust me even as you feel the cut? Do not fight the process. Do not cling to the branches that I am removing. They cannot sustain you where we are going. Surrender to my loving hands, knowing that I see the glorious harvest you cannot yet imagine. This temporary pain is the pathway to your greatest fruitfulness. It is an act of my profound love for you. I want to lift your perspective, my child. This new chapter is more than just a new phase of your life. It is a holy assignment. You have been feeling a pull towards more, a sense that your life is meant for something significant. That feeling is not your imagination. It is a divine echo of the commission I have placed upon you. I have not just saved you from something. I have saved you for something. And in this sealed season, I have anointed you for the specific works I prepared for you before time began. You may be thinking, but I don't know what my purpose is. I don't have a grand vision. Listen to me. Your purpose will become clear not in a single, dramatic revelation, but with each small step of obedience you take. You do not need to see the entire staircase. I am only asking you to trust me with the next step. In this chapter, you are my ambassador. Think about what that means. An ambassador doesn't speak their own opinions. They represent the heart and the message of the King who sent them. You are carrying my presence into new territories. Your workplace is not just a job. It is an embassy. Your family is not just a household. It is a domain where my love is to be demonstrated. The checkout line at the grocery store can become a divine appointment. Do not underestimate the incredible impact I will make through your simple, surrendered life. The patience you show to a difficult coworker is me. The forgiveness you extend to a family member who hurt you is me. The hope you hold on to in a trying situation becomes a beacon for everyone watching you. This chapter is where your calling, which has always been on your life, finds its tangible, everyday expression. You are not just going through life anymore. You are on assignment for the King of Kings. Walk in that reality, my beloved. Because this new chapter is a holy assignment, you must know that it will be contested. There is an enemy who despises your progress and will do everything he can to discourage and defeat you. But hear my heart. I have not sent you into this new territory unprepared. You are fully and divinely equipped for every unseen battle that lies ahead. I command you, clothe yourself each morning in the spiritual armor I provide. This is not a metaphor. It is your essential, daily uniform. When the enemy whispers lies to you about your identity and your future, you must have your mind guarded by the helmet of my truth, which declares who I say you are. When you are tempted to compromise or take shortcuts, your heart must be protected by the breastplate of righteousness, keeping you in right standing with me. Every day you must intentionally pick up your shield of faith. Why? Because the accuser will shoot fiery darts at you. Darts of doubt, darts of insecurity, darts of comparison, darts of fear. Your faith is what extinguishes those flames before they can touch your heart. And you are not left defenseless. I have given you a weapon, the sword of the Spirit, which is my word. When anxiety attacks, you wield the sword by declaring, "My God gives me a peace that passes understanding." When feelings of inadequacy rise up, you wield the sword by declaring, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This is how you fight. And how do you get your orders? How do you stay connected to your commander? Through prayer. Prayer is not a religious ritual. It is your secure, open communication line to the commander of heaven's armies. You are never fighting alone. At your whispered prayer, legions of angels are dispatched. So do not walk into your day unprotected. Addressed for battle. You are fully equipped, and victory is your destiny. Pause for a moment. Still your thoughts. I want you to listen, not with your physical ears, but with the ears of your spirit. Can you hear it? It is a sound the world cannot hear, a sound that can only be perceived by faith. It is the sound of a breakthrough after a long, weary drought. It is the sound of abundant rain. For so long, your spiritual life may have felt dried and barren. Your prayers felt like they were hitting a brass ceiling. You have been faithfully plowing hard, dry ground, wondering if anything would ever grow. But I am telling you now, the spiritual atmosphere over your life is shifting. The heavens, which seemed closed, are now opening. I am about to pour out blessings that you do not have room enough to contain. The season of mere survival is over. This is your season of refreshing, of restoration, and of revival in the deepest parts of your soul. What I am releasing upon you is not a trickle. It is a downpour of my goodness. It will water the seeds of promise that you thought had died long ago. It will bring life and color back to the parts of your heart that have become barren. It will restore the years that the locusts have eaten. But you must position yourself to receive it. You position yourself with an open heart. You position yourself with expectation, looking for my goodness in every corner of your day. You make room for the harvest by clearing out the clutter of old complaints and negativity. You prepare for the downpour by giving thanks in advance, celebrating the blessing before it has fully manifested in the natural. Do not be like those who huddle indoors when they hear the sound of rain. Step out into it. Lift your hands and your face to the heavens and let my goodness saturate every part of your being. The drought is ending, my child. The rain is coming. My child, this new chapter I have sealed for you contains things that are, as of now, unknown to you. The unknown is a space where fear loves to build its throne. It is in the uncertainty of tomorrow that anxiety whispers its most convincing lies. It creates scenarios in your mind, causing your heart to race and a knot to form in your stomach. I feel that tension in you, and I am here to release it. I command you, with all the love in my being, cast your anxiety upon me. I am not asking you to manage it, to suppress it, or to understand it. I am asking you to give it to me. Imagine taking that heavy, tangled ball of worry and physically placing it into my hands. Do it now. The reason you can do this is simple, because I care for you. Your peace is my priority. The peace I give to you is not like the peace the world offers. The world's peace is conditional. It depends on everything going right, on having money in the bank and no problems on the horizon. My peace, the peace I am placing in your heart right now, is a supernatural peace that transcends your circumstances. It is a peace that can stand steady in the middle of a storm. It is a quiet confidence that even when you cannot see the way, you know the one who is the way. Let this tranquility stand guard over your heart and your mind as you move forward. When anxious thoughts try to breach your defenses, my peace will be the sentinel that turns them away. To access it, you must cease your striving. Stop the frantic mental gymnastics of trying to figure everything out. Simply be still and be held by me. Let your spirit rest in my arms. My peace is the tangible evidence, the undeniable proof that my presence is with you. Where my presence is, fear cannot remain. Breathe in my peace, my beloved. It is yours. My child, you hear the sound of abundant rain I am releasing over your life. You've asked me for a way to be part of this mission, to help this rain fall on the dry ground of another soul. This is it. Every super thanks or membership you give is a seed sown into the fertile soil of my kingdom, becoming a river of hope for someone lost in a drought. I once said, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, and I am the Lord of the harvest who watches over my word to perform it." This moment is not random. The heavens are open, and your obedience now will echo in eternity. In return for your faith, I will command the windows of heaven to open over your own household, releasing a blessing you cannot contain. For those who wish to give through PayPal, my provision is waiting for you in the description below. Now act. Sow your seed into this downpour, and watch me bring forth a harvest of souls. My beloved, can you feel it? The spiritual atmosphere is shifting. The rain you have prayed for is about to fall. I have prepared you, equipped you, and brought you to the very edge of your breakthrough. It would wound my soul for you to walk away now, just as the heavens are opening. I am so eager to drench you in my goodness. Don't miss the downpour. Keep listening. My child, as you enter this new, sealed chapter, you are stepping into a new territory, a promised land. And every new land has its own language. You cannot thrive in this new place while still speaking the old language of the wilderness. The language of the wilderness is fear, doubt, complaint, and limitation. It is the language you have grown accustomed to. I see how you speak to yourself, the words of criticism and worry that you rehearse in your mind. I hear the words of defeat you sometimes speak over your circumstances. But in this new land, we speak a different tongue. I am going to teach you, personally, to speak the language of faith. It will feel foreign at first, but with practice, it will become your native tongue. You will learn to stop speaking about what you see and start speaking about what I have said. You will learn to declare my promises over your situation, even when your situation seems to be screaming the opposite. Your vocabulary is about to change. The word "if" will be replaced by the word "when." You will stop saying, "If I ever get through this," and you will start declaring, "When I get through this, I will have a testimony." The phrase "I can" will be erased from your heart's dictionary, replaced by the truth that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Praise will become the dialect you speak every day. It is the native tongue of this new chapter. Praise is not just about singing. It is about choosing words of gratitude and trust, thanking me for the victory before the battle is even over. And most importantly, you will learn to tune your ear to my still, small voice. It will become your primary language. The world will shout, your flesh will scream, and the enemy will roar. But you will learn to filter it all out and attune yourself to my gentle whisper. That whisper is where you will find your direction, your comfort, and your strength. Start practicing today, my beloved. Speak faith. It is the language of your sealed destiny. I know your heart, my child. I know how much you want to see the whole map. You long for a 5-year plan, a detailed blueprint of where we are going, with every turn, every stop, and every challenge clearly marked. Your desire for a map comes from a place of fear, the fear that if you don't know the whole journey, you might take a wrong turn and miss my will. It is a desire to feel in control. But in this new chapter, I am giving you something far more valuable than a map. I am giving you myself as your moment-by-moment guide, and with that, I am giving you the gift of sealed instructions. You do not need to know the entire journey right now. You only need to know the very next step. The instructions for your life are sealed, and they are opened one day and sometimes one moment at a time. This is not to frustrate you. It is to free you. It is to cultivate a beautiful, moment-by-moment dependence on me, where you are constantly looking to your guide instead of anxiously studying a map. Trust that I, the author, know the full story. I know the path in its entirety. I will reveal it to you in perfect time, at a pace you can handle. Your part is to learn the discipline of waiting for my direction each morning. Before the demands of the day begin, before you pick up your phone and let the world's voice rush in, I invite you into a quiet moment. Sit with me. Ask me, Father, what is my sealed instruction for today? What is the one next step you want me to take? It may be to make a phone call you have been dreading. It may be to rest when you feel you should be working. It may be to be silent when you want to speak. Do not discount the power of these small, daily directives. Your obedience in the small steps is what unlocks the grander vision. It is how you build a history of trust with me. Stop worrying about next year. Let go of the need to know everything. Receive your sealed instruction for today, and walk in it. I promise I will not let you miss the path. As you walk into this new chapter, guided by my daily instructions, you must also be aware that your company will change. I am intentionally bringing new people across your path, and I am also graciously moving some people away. This is all for your new purpose. You cannot get to where I am taking you with the same circle of influence that kept you comfortable in the wilderness. I am now orchestrating divine connections, relationships that have been ordained in heaven to support you, sharpen you, and run with you in this new season. Some of these new people will be mentors, those who have walked a similar path and can offer you the wisdom of their journey. Some will be partners, true friends who will walk alongside you, covering you in prayer and celebrating your victories as their own. And some will be people I am calling you to lead and pour into, for your testimony will become their survival guide. But you must be discerning. Not every person who extends a hand to you is a divine connection. The enemy also knows the power of relationships, and he will try to send distractions and alliances that would pull you off course. I will give you the wisdom to know the difference. The relationships I ordain will always align with my word. They will breathe life into your spirit. They will challenge you to grow, and they will always point you back to me. You will feel my peace in their presence. I am creating a community around you that reflects my own heart. These bonds will be different from the superficial connections of the world. They will be forged in the fire of a shared purpose and a shared love for me. So, do not be afraid to release the relationships that are holding you back, and open your heart to the new people I am sending. They are part of my provision for this sealed chapter. They are my gift to you. My child, I want to tell you about who you are. You look at yourself and see your weaknesses, your limitations, your past failures. But I look at you, and I see the strengths and gifts I have hidden within you, waiting for the right moment to be unveiled. This next chapter, this sealed season, is the crucible in which they will be revealed. The challenges you will face are not designed to defeat you. They are designed by me to draw out the incredible resilience and power I have already built into your spirit. You are so much stronger than you think, but you will only discover the depth of that strength when it is tested. You will be surprised by your own courage when you face a fear you thought would paralyze you. You will be astonished at the words of wisdom that flow from your mouth when someone asks for your counsel. You will marvel at the patience you are able to show in a situation that once would have sent you into a rage. This will not be your own strength, but mine, finally, being made perfect in your weakness. You have been telling yourself for years, "I'm not good at that," or "I could never do this." You have created a box for yourself based on your past performance. Today, I am shattering that box. The limitations you have accepted are not from me. Watch as I empower you to do what you once thought was impossible. The very areas where you feel most inadequate are the areas where I will display my glory most powerfully through you. So when a challenge arises that makes you feel weak, I want you to rejoice. It is a sign that you are about to discover a new dimension of my strength within you. It is an opportunity for me to show off on your behalf. Stop defining yourself by your perceived weaknesses. Start seeing yourself as a vessel for my unlimited strength. You are about to surprise yourself. We are in the heart of your transformation now, unveiling the hidden strengths and redeeming the painful scars. This is a sacred and delicate work we are doing together, soul to soul. To close your heart to my voice at this point, it would bring a deep sorrow to me. I am not finished telling you how beautiful your story is becoming. The most glorious parts are just ahead. Please, stay with me a little longer. Let us speak of your past, my beloved. I see the shame that sometimes clings to you when you remember the wounds you have endured. The betrayals, the mistakes, the seasons of profound pain. The enemy loves to remind you of your scars, to make you feel that you are damaged goods, defined forever by your brokenness. But I am the great Redeemer, and in this new chapter, I am not erasing your past. I am redeeming it. I am transforming it. The wounds of your former season are about to become the most powerful part of your testimony in this new one. Your scars will no longer be a source of shame. They will be a source of my glory. They will become irrefutable proof of my healing power, not your past brokenness. A scar does not mean you are still wounded. It means the wound has healed. It is a sign of a battle survived, of a victory won. I am taking everything the enemy meant for your evil, and I am turning it into a platform for my goodness. That painful divorce, I will use it to give you a unique compassion for others walking through the same valley. At business failure, I will use it to teach you principles of faith that you will one day teach to others. That secret struggle you thought would disqualify you forever, it is the very thing I will use to set other captives free. Your story of survival is becoming a story of my revival. People will look at your life, they will see your scars, and they will not see shame. They will see hope. They will say, if God could heal them, if He could bring them through that, then surely He can do it for me. Your greatest pain is becoming your greatest purpose. Your deepest wound is becoming your most profound message. Do not hide your scars anymore, my child. They are beautiful to me. They are the evidence of my relentless, restorative love for you. They are your glory story. My precious child, we must talk about what you see versus what you know. Your physical eyes are very good at collecting data. They see the overdue bills on the counter. They see the troubling number on the scale. They see the rejection email in your inbox. They see the strained expression on a loved one's face. Your eyes see a world full of obstacles, a landscape of logical reasons to be afraid. And if you live only by what you see, your heart will be in a constant state of turmoil. But this new chapter I have sealed for you cannot be navigated by sight. It must be navigated by faith. Your spiritual eyes must learn to see past the immediate data and to see me, standing in the midst of it all, completely sovereign and in control. Faith is the currency of my kingdom. It is the only currency that has any value here. Your logic, your plans, your understanding, they are not enough for where we are going. This chapter will not always make sense to your logical mind. I will ask you to take steps that seem counterintuitive. I will lead you on paths that do not appear to be the most direct route. There will be times you will have to choose to trust my character over your circumstances. You will have to decide whose report you are going to believe. Will you believe the report of the world, which is based on fear and limitation? Or will you believe my report, which is based on infinite power and an unshakable love for you? Every single time you choose to trust me when it makes no sense, you are making a transaction in the currency of faith. Every act of trust, no matter how small it feels to you, choosing gratitude when you feel anxiety, showing kindness when you have been wronged, resting when you feel you should be striving, is a monumental victory in the spiritual realm. It is a declaration that your God is more real to you than your problems. This is what it means to walk by faith. It is not a blind leap. It is a confident walk based on who you know me to be. In the excitement and momentum of this new chapter, there is a great temptation to rush. The world celebrates busyness. It glorifies the hustle. It tells you that your worth is tied to your productivity. But in the rush to the new, do not forget the profound power of being still before me. It is in the quiet moments, when the noise of the world fades away, that I speak the loudest. It is in the stillness that my voice becomes clear, cutting through the clutter of your own thoughts and anxieties. I am calling you to the sacred discipline of divine stillness. I want you to intentionally carve out time in your day to simply sit in my presence without an agenda. This is not about bringing me your list of requests or trying to hear a booming voice from heaven. It is about being. It is about letting your soul catch its breath in my presence. In these moments of stillness, I will do a deep work within you. I will untangle the knots of worry and confusion in your soul. I will restore the strength that your busy life has drained from you. The world may hurry, but your pace is now set by your communion with me. You are stepping off the frantic treadmill of performance and into the restful rhythm of my grace. Do not see this as inactivity or wasted time. A quiet heart is a powerful heart. It is a heart that is anchored, centered, and ready to receive my direction. Just 5 minutes of stillness in your car before you walk into your office can change the entire atmosphere of your day. A moment of quiet reflection before you sleep can guard your heart against the anxieties of the night. I am inviting you to find me in the quiet. Let the world rush by. In stillness, you will find your strength, your clarity, and you will find me. My child, we need to redefine joy. You have thought of it as an emotion, a feeling of happiness that comes and goes with your circumstances. But in my kingdom, joy is not a fleeting feeling. It is a strategic weapon. And the enemy wants to steal your joy more than almost anything else because he knows that the joy of the Lord is your strength. When you lose your joy, you lose your spiritual stamina. You become weary in the fight and vulnerable to despair. This is why, In this sealed chapter, I am restoring to you a joy that is completely independent of your situation. It is a deep, abiding confidence in my goodness, my love, and my sovereignty, regardless of what your eyes may see. Because this joy is not based on circumstance, you cannot wait for it to happen to you. You must choose it. I want you to choose joy intentionally, every single day, as a defiant declaration of your trust in me. When you wake up and the feeling of dread tries to settle on you, you will choose joy by speaking words of gratitude. When you receive bad news, you will choose joy by remembering my promises are still true. This choice is a powerful act of spiritual warfare. I promise you, in this season, your laughter will break chains. Your ability to find delight in the small graces I scatter throughout your day, the warmth of the sun, the taste of your food, a psalm on the radio, will build a fortress of strength around your heart. Let your joy become a beacon. People who are lost in the darkness of their own struggles will see the light of your unexplainable joy, and they will be drawn to it. They will want to know the source of your strength. Your joy will become one of your most powerful testimonies. So choose it today, my beloved. It is your weapon. This new chapter of your life is sealed, and so is your identity in me. For too long, you have allowed your feelings, your past, and the opinions of others to define who you are. You have felt powerless, small, and at the mercy of your circumstances. But that is not the truth. Today, I am cementing the truth of your identity so deep in your spirit that nothing can shake it. Listen to me. You are my child. You are chosen. You are redeemed. You are forgiven. You are seated, right now, in heavenly places with Christ. This is not just a nice thought. It is your current spiritual position and the source of all your authority. I want you to begin to walk in the authority that comes from knowing, without a doubt, who you belong to. Because you are my child, you have access to my power. You do not have to beg and plead from a position of weakness. You can stand in the authority I have given you and speak to the mountains in your life. That mountain of debt, that mountain of fear, that mountain of sickness, that mountain of relational strife, you can look at it and command it to be moved in my name. The enemy has no legal claim on a life that is hidden in Christ. When he comes to you with accusations and lies, you do not have to argue with him. You can simply state your identity. I am a child of the Most High God, and you have no authority here. Your true name, the name I have written on your heart, is beloved. It is sealed there with my own spirit. Let this truth anchor you. When you know who you are, and whose you are, the entire dynamic of your life changes. You no longer walk as a victim. You walk in the quiet, confident authority of a child of the King. You now know the authority of your sealed identity as a child of the King. You've prayed, use me, Lord, for your kingdom. This is how I'm answering you now. When you give through super thanks or membership, your gift is not a donation. It is a royal decree of faith, releasing my light and shattering the darkness for another soul who has forgotten their true name. I declared, test me in this and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. And my word is an unbreakable seal. This is your divinely appointed moment to exercise your authority and partner with me. Because you have acted as a true son or daughter, I will release the favor of my kingdom over your life, and my angels will guard what is yours. The link to give through PayPal is a gateway of faith in the description below. Now, declare your trust. Release your gift, and command the mountains of lack to move in another's life. I have just placed the authority of your sealed identity into your spirit. Can you feel its weight? Can you sense the unshakable truth of who you are in me? It would break my heart for you to hear this, to be handed the keys to your freedom, and then to turn away, leaving your divine inheritance unclaimed. Do not silence my voice now. I long to show you how to walk in this power. My beloved, I know your troubles feel immense. When you are in the middle of a storm, the wind and waves are all you can see and hear. Your current problem can feel so all-consuming that it blocks out everything else. I am here today to lift your gaze. I am calling you to look up, beyond your temporary situation, and to see from my eternal perspective. This chapter will teach you how to weigh your troubles against the scale of glory. The Bible tells you that your light and momentary troubles are achieving for you an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. I want you to perform a mental exercise. Imagine placing your current, heaviest problem on one side of a scale. Now, imagine me placing the eternal weight of glory on the other side. From my perspective, there is no comparison. Your earthly setbacks lose their power to intimidate you when you adopt a heavenly perspective. You will begin to see my hand, like a master weaver, taking all the threads of your life, the bright ones and the dark ones, the smooth ones and the tangled ones, and weaving them together into a beautiful tapestry for your good and for my glory. You may only see the messy underside of the tapestry right now, with all its knots and loose ends. But I see the finished masterpiece. Your life and your purpose are part of a story that is much, much larger than you. It is a story of redemption that began in a garden and will end in a glorious city. When you begin to see things as I see them, your fear will be replaced by an unshakable hope. You will realize that even the most difficult parts of your journey are being used to shape you, to prepare you, and to position you for a purpose far greater than your personal comfort. Let me lift your eyes today, my child. See with my perspective. It will change everything. My child, it is vital that you hear this next part with clarity, so that your heart is not troubled when the tests come. The sealing of this new chapter is not a shield from the battlefield. It is the divine guarantee of the battle's outcome. Do not be surprised or think that my promise has failed when a trial appears before you. Victory has already been decreed in the courts of heaven, but it must be walked out on the soil of earth. And for this walk, I will give you something more powerful than an easy path. I will give you the grace to endure. Grace is not the absence of a burden. It is my strength flooding into your spirit to help you carry it. It is a supernatural stamina that kicks in when your own strength has run out. It is the quiet power to stand firm when every part of you wants to collapse, to persevere when you feel like quitting. You have called yourself a survivor, but I am calling you more than a conqueror. What is the difference? A conqueror fights a hard battle and, by their strength, wins. But to be more than a conqueror means you walk onto the battlefield already knowing the victory is yours, fighting from a position of absolute certainty in my power, not your own. Every trial you face in this new season is a divinely appointed opportunity to prove the faithfulness of your God. It is a chance to show the darkness that my light in you cannot be extinguished. You will feel the heat of the fire, my beloved, but you will not be consumed, for I am right there in the fire with you. The flames will not harm you. They will only burn away the ropes of fear and limitation that have held you captive. They will refine the pure gold of your faith, making it shine even more brightly. So do not fear the trial. See it as a stage upon which my glory will be displayed through your life. You will learn to stand on my promises when the ground is shaking. You will learn to hold on to my peace when chaos is swirling. And you will come through not smelling of smoke, but radiating the fragrance of your unwavering trust in me. My grace is sufficient for you. It is all you will ever need. As you walk through this chapter, empowered by my grace, something beautiful will begin to happen. Your very existence, in all its simplicity and complexity, will become an act of worship, a fragrant offering rising to me. You see, Worship is not confined to an hour on a Sunday morning. It is the posture of a heart continually turned toward me. Your obedience when it is difficult, your trust when it is terrifying, your praise in the middle of a storm. These are the things that release a pleasing aroma in the heavens. I am calling you to live in such a way that your entire life reflects the beauty and the love of the one who saved you. This means that the most mundane tasks of your day are about to become sacred. Washing the dishes is no longer just a chore. When you do it with a heart of gratitude for the food that was on them, it is worship. Sitting in traffic is no longer just a frustration. When you use that time to speak to me, it becomes a holy moment. The way you answer an email, the way you speak to your children, the way you handle your finances, all of it becomes an offering. I want you to ask yourself throughout your day, what fragrance is my life releasing right now? Is it the sweet aroma of patience, kindness, and faith? Or the bitter smell of complaint, anger, and fear? Let love be the fragrance that lingers in every room you enter. This is what it means to be a living sacrifice. It is not a call to die, but a call to truly live, to lay down your own selfish desires, your own need to be right, your own agenda, on the altar each day, and to allow my Spirit to live through you. This is the highest form of worship. It is a life that is so completely surrendered to me that it becomes a beautiful, fragrant love song, declaring my goodness to everyone you encounter. My precious child, you have been toiling under your own strength for far too long. I have watched you strive, hustle, and grind. I have seen you burn the midnight oil, driven by the belief that everything depends on your effort. This striving has left you exhausted, burdened, and often disappointed. But in this sealed chapter, I am calling an end to your season of toil. I am inviting you to enter into a new rhythm, the rhythm of my grace. You remember my words, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. The yoke is a tool for partnership. When you are yoked with me, I am the one pulling the heavy weight. Your job is simply to walk alongside me, in my pace, in my direction. This new way of living requires a profound shift in your thinking. You will now learn to work from a place of rest, not work for it. What does this mean? It means you will start your day not by rushing into your to-do list, but by first finding your rest in my presence. You will fill your spirit with my peace, and then you will carry that peace into your work. You will no longer operate from a place of anxiety and pressure, but from a place of quiet confidence and trust. I will empower your efforts. The work you do with a surrendered and restful heart will be multiplied in its effectiveness. You will achieve more with less struggle, because it is no longer just you working, it is me working through you. This is the partnership of the Holy Spirit. Striving ceases when you learn to lean on Him. You will simply do the next thing I ask you to do, and you will entrust the results to me. This is your season of supernatural effectiveness and divine ease. Let go of the heavy yoke of self-reliance, my beloved. Take up my light burden. Enter into my rest. Listen to me, my child. I see you looking at what is in your hands, and I hear the voice of inadequacy that whispers, "It is not enough." You look at your resources, your time, your money, your energy, your talent, and they seem so small, so insignificant in the face of the need around you and the dreams in your heart. You feel you have nothing of value to offer. But I specialize in the gloriously impossible. I am the God of more than enough, and I am here to tell you that what you have is the very raw material for your next miracle. I want you to bring me your meager resources. Bring me your 5 loaves and 2 fish. Bring me that small amount in your bank account that you think accomplished nothing. Bring me the 1 hour of free time you have in a week. Bring me your 1 talent that you think is unimpressive. Bring me your quiet act of kindness that you think no one will notice. Place what you have, in all of its seeming insignificance, into my hands. Now, watch what I can do with it. Your small act of faith, your willingness to give me what you have instead of hoarding it in fear, is all I need. I will take your offering, I will lift it to heaven, I will bless it, and I will break it to multiply it beyond your wildest imagination. That small act of encouragement you give will feed a soul that is starving for hope. That little bit of money you give away in faith will unlock a flow of provision in your own life. Your one surrendered talent will touch lives you never dreamed you could reach. Do not despise the day of small beginnings, my child, for I am its author. Stop waiting until you feel you have enough to offer. The miracle does not begin when you have abundance. The miracle begins when you surrender your lack to me. Give me what you have in your hands right now. It is more than enough. My child, you have brought your offering to me. Your small acts of faith, your 5 loaves and 2 fish. My hands are cupped around them, ready to bless and multiply them before your very eyes. To leave now is to miss the miracle that your own faith has initiated. It would sadden my spirit to prepare this feast of abundance and have my honored guest leave the table. Today, watch what I will do. My beloved, I am a God who remembers. I do not forget my words. In this new chapter, you are going to witness the breathtaking beauty of my faithfulness over the long course of your life. Do you remember the promises I spoke to your heart years ago? The dreams I planted in your spirit when you were young? The prophetic words that were spoken over you that you have since packed away, thinking the time had passed? I am here to tell you I have forgotten none of them. This is a season of harvest for seeds of faith that were planted long, long ago. You are about to see my promises come full circle in tangible, undeniable ways. You are going to stand in absolute awe as you begin to connect the dots of your life, looking backward. You will see how that season of painful waiting was actually developing the patience you would need for this current blessing. You will understand how that closed door was not a rejection, but my divine protection, redirecting you to a far better path. You will see how the painful lessons you learned in the wilderness were the very training you needed to steward the abundance of this promised land. Nothing has been wasted. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of confusion, and every act of faith has been a part of the intricate story I have been writing. This chapter will be a living testament to this truth. I finish what I start. The things you had given up on, I have been working on behind the scenes all along. Get ready to be amazed, my child. Get ready to see my word become flesh in your life. You are about to have a powerful testimony of the long-suffering, promise-keeping nature of your God. My child, for too long you have been wearing a garment that does not belong to you. It is the heavy spirit of mourning, a cloak of despair that you put on each morning without even thinking. It is rough against your skin and weighs down your shoulders, making every step a struggle. The enemy gave it to you, and you have worn it for so long that you have forgotten it is not who you are. Today, I am taking that old, heavy spirit from you. I want you to feel me lifting it off your shoulders. Feel the weight disappear. In its place, I am clothing you with a new garment, a robe I have made specifically for you. It is the garment of praise. It is woven from threads of gratitude and victory, and it is as light as the morning sun. This garment cannot be torn by your circumstances or stained by your fears. It is your spiritual uniform for this new season. I want you to see this as a conscious choice you must make every single day. When you wake, before your feet even hit the floor, you have a choice of what to wear in your spirit. Will you reach for the familiar, heavy cloak of worry? Or will you intentionally put on the beautiful robe of praise that I have laid out for you? Wearing it is a declaration. It tells the darkness that you belong to me. It tells your own soul to remember who your God is. It is tailor-made for you, perfectly fitted to your journey. Some days, putting it on will be easy. Other days, it will be an act of sheer, defiant faith. Put it on anyway. Let your praise, your spoken words of thanks for who I am and what I have done, become the very fabric of your new life. You will find that this garment is not just beautiful, it is armor. It protects your heart and strengthens your spirit. It is time to change your clothes, my beloved. The season for mourning is over. The season of praise has begun. My beloved, all that I am doing in your life, this entire sealed chapter, is not just for you. The healing, the provision, the restoration, they are a precious gift for you, but they are also a powerful key for others. You have been holding back your story, perhaps out of shame for the past or fear of judgment. But your story, redeemed by my grace, is about to become a master key that unlocks prison doors for people who are trapped in the very same cells you once occupied. When you find the courage to share about my goodness in your life, you are not boasting, you are releasing hope into a world that is starving for it. Your testimony will become a weapon that silences the lies the enemy has told to others. Think of it, my child. The person you work with who is silently battling a deep anxiety needs to hear the story of how I brought you my peace. The family member who is drowning in debt needs to hear the story of my unexpected provision for you. The friend who feels they have made too many mistakes needs to hear the story of my unfailing grace that met you at your lowest point. They do not need a perfect sermon. They need your real, honest story. I am calling you to be bold and courageous in declaring what I have done. You are now a living letter of my love for all to read. Your life itself is a story, and people are reading it every day. The way you handle pressure, the way you forgive, the way you hold on to hope, it is all a part of the message. Do not hide this key I have given you. Do not keep this story to yourself. Your greatest trials have qualified you to be a healer for others. Your testimony is a sacred trust, and it is meant to be given away. For a long time, my child, you have been wandering in the wilderness. It has been a season of survival, of just getting by, of feeling lost and directionless. You have become accustomed to the barren landscape. But now I want you to lift your eyes. We are standing at the banks of your Jordan River, and it is time to cross over. This new chapter is the promised land I have prepared for you all along. It is a land flowing with the milk of my kindness and the honey of my joy. It is a place of abundance, fruitfulness, and thriving, not just surviving. As you step in, I want you to possess the land. This is your inheritance, paid for by the blood of my Son. Do not enter timidly, as if you are a visitor who might be asked to leave. You belong here. Now, when you look into this land, you may see giants, the giants of new challenges, new responsibilities, and even the giant of imposter syndrome that screams, "You do not deserve to be here." Do not be intimidated. Do not let their size cause you to shrink back into the wilderness. I am telling you today the same thing I told Joshua. I have already given you the victory over them. These giants are bred for you. They are opportunities to see my power displayed. Stake your claim in this new land. Put down roots. Build your home. Start that project. Dream those dreams. This is not a temporary campsite. It is your permanent home. You are no longer a wanderer. You are an heir, stepping into your rightful inheritance. Walk boldly, my child. This good land is yours. My beloved child, we have talked about many things, about new foundations, new assignments, new victories, and new garments. But now I want you to lean in and hear the heart of it all. Above everything else, know this. The ultimate seal on this new chapter, the final and most important guarantee, is my own abiding presence. It is my simple, unshakable promise to never, ever leave you or forsake you. I am with you always, in every moment of every day, to the very end of this chapter and for all of eternity. This is the greatest treasure I could ever give you. The blessings are wonderful, but the blesser is your true inheritance. The provision is vital, but the provider is your ultimate security. If every other promise were to fade away, this one would remain. I am with you. My presence is your safe place, your constant comfort, your endless source of strength. You are not just entering a new season of your life. You are entering into a deeper, more profound reality of me. You will learn to walk in a constant communion with my spirit, to feel my nearness in the chaos and in the quiet. Everything we have discussed is simply a fruit of this one foundational truth. Because I am with you, your foundation is unshakable. Because I am with you, your assignment is empowered. Because I am with you, your victory is assured. This is the final seal, the unbreakable bond. Now go forth. Step into this new chapter not with fear, but with the calm, quiet, and unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you do not go alone. I am with you. My beloved, you are sealed by the ultimate promise, my abiding presence. Your heart has been stirred to be a part of this mission, to carry the reality of my presence to those who feel utterly alone. This is your invitation. Your gift through super thanks or membership is not about supporting a channel. It is you sending a cup of living water, providing the oil that keeps the lamp of hope burning for someone in their darkest night. I commanded you, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. And this act of love is your light shining now. Your obedience in this moment is a prophetic act that will reach far beyond what you can see. As you give, know that my manifest presence will become the greatest treasure and protection within your own home. If you are led to use PayPal, the path to obey is in the description. Now act, give, and become the vessel through which my promise, I am with you, is made real for another soul today. My beloved child, you have heard my heart for you. You have felt my presence as you listened. This is not the end of our conversation, but a beautiful new beginning. The word I have spoken is alive and active, but for it to take root and produce a harvest in your life, you must partner your faith with my promise. The act of declaring your belief is a powerful one. It is you, standing in agreement with heaven, telling your soul, the world, and every force of darkness that you accept what I have spoken. It is the sound of your faith meeting the reality of my truth. So now, I invite you to make this truth your own. In the space below this message, I want you to make a declaration. Let it be a stake in the ground for this moment, a memorial of this encounter between us. With faith in your heart and conviction in your spirit, type these words, my next chapter is sealed. I trust the author. Let this be more than just typing on a screen. Let it be your prayer of acceptance, your first step of obedience into this new land. Let it be your amen to my decree. As you release this declaration, you are strengthening your own heart and becoming a beacon of hope for every other person who will read it. You are joining a chorus of faith that is rising to me. Go now. Seal this word with your declaration. I will be there to witness your beautiful act of trust. I love you. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel.